Pirates of the Caribbean movies are a swashbuckling journey through an era when pirates scavenged the seas. And I'm here to talk with the man behind the music of the films, Academy Award-winning composer, Hans Zimmer.
Piratey.
Fair enough. Well, speaking of pirates, now, the success of the movies obviously shows that pirates are still incredibly popular. Why do you think that is?
Because I think they were the rock and rollers of their day. You know, they were the ones that had this idea that maybe they didn't want to become bankers or didn't want to have like an orderly life, and they had dreams. Part of why they're still important to us is because somehow, if they could do it, maybe we can somehow step out a little bit of the norm. And you don't actually have to go and do bad, dastardly things all the time to be a good pirate. You just have to have original thinking and have a sense of adventure.
So let's talk about the music that you've composed for the films.
Right.
How did you tap into that piratey sound?
I was going, okay, pirates, and they are like rock and rollers, but rock and roll will be inappropriate. So what was it that existed in that time that had that sort of a spirit? And I was thinking Irish jigs. I think there's something about Irish folk music. There's a bravery, and there's a commitment, and there's a boldness. There's a heroic quality even to the saddest song. And I think one of the things which was really important to me was to make these guys heroic.
What about the Davy Jones scene, where he's playing that huge pipe organ?
Yes, if you do the research, they used to have small harmoniums in the ships. They might not have been quite as grand as this, but those instruments existed. I loved it. I loved going to the set and seeing that organ being built, and it was absolutely tremendous. Fed greatly into the hubris of that character. It's life's gone wrong and he's turned evil, etc. You know, sitting there howling at his organ.
The music of the time, you had Bach.
Well, he's before that time, but Bach, who was the most prolific of all composers, I mean, he evidently was a great improviser, because a lot of those, like the toccata and fugue, you know, which, you know, the... It's really an improvisation, but his mind worked in such an amazing way. And so when you listen to the music, when you listen to Bach, when you listen to those, you know, I mean, there's some attitude there. You know, this guy knew how to be a showman.